Greetings, cadets. Today we have a two-part episode. First, we have tips for academic officers. Real quick, we will go over utilizing tools, setting goals, and practicing under pressure. We all know, time is often limited for college students, so maximizing the amount of learning time people have is important. In addition to getting together with wingmen and doing recitations, use high-tech tools like Quizlet or voice recordings, and the more classic tech, like flashcards. Make sure everything people are studying is up to date. Now, people should be self-motivated to learn their warrior knowledge, but you will need to have set goals for when to memorize things by. Telling cadets to memorize the field training manual by the time they go is not a real goal. Set sub-goals and milestones, building cadets' knowledge bit by bit, reviewing frequently. Use those SMART goals constantly and consistently. Finally, practice under pressure. There will never be an easy, relaxed time to pull up warrior knowledge, and the worst feeling those first few days of field training is to be there having memorized all your stuff, then freezing up when the CTAs get in your face. We prepare for war by treating training as actual combat. So prepare for field training by reciting warrior knowledge under pressure. But don't be one of those cadets who thinks brand new 100s need to be put under the most intense pressure imaginable. That scares them, not helps them. Give people a chance to learn, then apply the pressure. In conclusion, we've gone over utilizing tools, setting goals, and practicing under pressure. We will now be going over tips for being a Guidon Bearer. This does not mean that we will go over the drill and ceremonies manual. You should be able to read that yourself. However, there are some common mistakes we see that are easily fixed. We will be going over knowing your job, not relying on YouTube, and communication with element leaders. A lot more to being a Guidon Bearer than just carrying an annoying stick around. Use the Air Force manual to figure out those little things, such as how to lower it to avoid hitting objects, when to raise and lower it, and how to do column movements. All these can be far more complex than just moving a stick around. YouTube is a good visual resource, but drill and ceremonies change over time. Make sure the video you are watching and practicing off of is up to date. Perhaps get with your academics officer to figure out the best resources, then share them with others, so they can be prepared if they are ever the Guidon Bearer. Perhaps one of the biggest mistakes Guidon Bearers make is to not set up communication with the element leaders behind them. The Guidon Bearer cannot see if the Guidon will hit an overhanging branch, or if they are drifting too far to the side, or any of a number of things. If the element leaders can't see to communicate, have someone further back in the element pass it up the line. Communicate. It's fun. In conclusion, we've gone over how to be an academic officer and a Guidon Bearer. Here are the references for the pictures used in the PowerPoint. Remember, this is not a comprehensive review of all the tasks these jobs perform, only a starting point. If you have any other suggestions or ideas, please leave them in the comment section below. And as always, the views expressed in this video do not necessarily reflect the official stance of the U.S. government, the United States Air Force, or Air Force ROTC. Aim high, cadets.